The Missouri National Guard one-on-one. Missouri National Guard, always ready, always there.
Coming off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers head to Bloomington, Indiana this Saturday for a matchup with the Indiana Hoosiers. We're joined by head coach Gary Pinkel. And Coach, let's start there. Bye week, but not a week off. I'm sure there was a lot going on around here. And what were you and your players doing to get better during the bye week?
Well, we did a combination of things. So one thing, we got a lot of preparation with our staff and players in terms of this game, important game against Indiana. Got practices in with them on Saturday morning and Sunday evening. So we got those things done. I think it was also a good time for our players. We gave them a few days off too. I think got a break a little bit, and to get the jump academically, I think we accomplished that goal. And our coaches also went out recruiting. So we had it very organized, and there was a lot of things to get done. I think we accomplished all those goals.
And of course, it means you get that extra time to prepare for Indiana. And what's that like for you as a coaching staff and your players preparation-wise whenever you have that extra time to put into game prep?
Well, I think it should be a plus. I mean, I thought about, you're on both sides of it. Sometimes you're playing somebody that has that bye week, and they get a little bit more preparation. But our big thing is just, we wanted to get some value in becoming a better football team, and the value of being able to work on them a little bit more than you normally would.
You'll see an Indiana team that is 2-1. They're coming off a victory this last week. Fell to Navy a couple of weeks ago, but there's a lot of them on tape. And whenever you look at Indiana, what do you see as you scout the Hoosiers?
Well, I think I think they're a real good football team. I think offensively they have really remarkable numbers. Very very impressed. Playing with a sophomore quarterback, I think he really is outstanding, and I think he's can make plays. They got receivers, running backs. Defensively, they have some new players, but certainly, they play good defense too. Unfortunately, they had to play Navy. We've done that before too, and that's not a whole lot of fun. So, but it's going to be a great test for us, and we've got great respect for the Big Ten, and certainly great respect for Indiana.
As you've kind of looked at how things went for your team the first couple of weeks, obviously a great start. Running the football well, a lot of things going well offensively, and creating turnovers. And what are some of the things that you've seen looking at your team the last couple of weeks that you say, let's keep doing that, those are good things we want to keep rolling?
Well, I think we've been competing well, and I'm very pleased with that. And when things don't happen right, and that happens in games all the time, I think we've responded well as a football team. Whether it's penalties or whether it's a big play or something unusual comes up, I think we've handled that pretty good. And those are really good traits to have. We know in our league, certainly the fourth quarter is huge, and you're going to be in pressure moments. So I think we've accomplished that. Defensively, I think we're doing a lot of good things. I think big plays or screen game are things we have to improve on. And offensively, I think just the continuity of playing. I mean, just playing together as a unit, we can get a lot better. I think we haven't come close to playing our best football game yet, and hopefully we can keep getting better and get there.
Something Tiger fans will notice is, of course, because of something that occurred in the Toledo game, Andrew Wilson's going to miss the first half because of the new targeting rule. And all that stuff aside, he's not going to play in the first half. What do you tell him to keep him in the game mentally during that first half when he's not on the field so he can come out there in the second half and start contributing as soon as he can? Well,
he's a very focused player. He's a veteran player. He's a captain. First thing is, it was not like we have a guy that hit a guy high and really doesn't care. I mean, he's devastated he can't play, and he knows he's hurt the team, but it certainly wasn't any vengeance on his part. But that's the rule. The thing you have to learn from, not only him learn from this, but his teammates, is that you have to hit low. You have to, and it was a little bit unusual because the receiver was coming down, but nevertheless, he's got to prepare and be ready to play, and he will be. And it's very important that his backups go in and do a good job.
And as you look at this game here, a lot of momentum rolling with your team right now. What are some of the keys to kind of keeping that going and moving to 3-0?
Well, it's I think it's very important for us to be on the first road game, which is good for us. It's a good game to play. We're playing a really good opponent, and I think it always gets back to the kicking game and turnovers and being able to limit mental errors and those type of things. I talk about them all the time, but those are critical. The two most things that disappointed me the most in our game against Toledo were we had two returns that we put our opponent Toledo in position to score, field position wise, and good teams don't do that. So there's a lot of things to improve in, but we're working hard, and our kids want to be good, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
Mizzou and Indiana, Saturday, 7 o'clock Central Time. The game's on Big Ten Network. If you don't have Big Ten Network, we'll have highlights right here on the Mizzou Network. For Gary Pinkel, I'm Ben Arnett. Thanks for joining us here on the Mizzou Network.